The Aramus bag from Integris is a single layer fluoropolymer bag, so you get all the benefits of a fluoropolymer with the low temperature and the high chemical compatibility, as well as low E&L properties, and that really is beneficial for those bulk drug substance or bulk drug product applications. One of the benefits of having a fluoropolymer film is that it really doesn't have a glass transition temperature. Glass transition temperatures are when a product goes from a glassy to a rubbery state as the temperature is increased. And with those multi-layer bag products, you're going to have multiple layers that have different glass transition temperatures. And a lot of the times those layers aren't rated down to the temperatures that you're subjecting it to in those cold temperature, low temp applications for BDS. When you're putting your product through a freeze and thaw process down to -80 or 85 degrees C, you can see a lot of issues depending on what your current process is. So a lot of issues with bottles happen with the bottles expanding within the freezer. There's issues with freezer space there. You can have over torquing of the caps, and typically it's an open process when you're filling it. Now, when you're using multi-layer bags, you can have issues with the films delaminating, which is really an integral issue that you can experience. So when that film is delaminating and those layers are going through their different glass transition temperature states, that imposes risk into your process, and you can see bag breakages, cracks, and potential leaks, which in turn just comes into product loss. With the multi-layer bag, you really have to look at every single layer within that bag to understand your extractable leachable profile. Additionally, the product contact layer is probably the most important layer to consider. The single layer fluoropolymer bags out there right now are going to have a much cleaner extractable leachable profile, and that's going to be beneficial to your process because you don't have to take into concern all of those extractables and leachables that you did with the multi-layer bags. You've filled your bag, and now you need to freeze it. How are you gonna freeze it? You're gonna wanna put it into a protective shell of some sort. And with that, you can use a stainless steel shell or you can use a plastic shell. Now, some of the benefits of using the stainless steel over the plastic shell, such as the Ross container that we utilize at Integris, is that you're able to maximize your freezer space because that Ross shell is a slimmer profile and sleeker than other options. It can fit in a blast freezer, a static freezer, as well as a plate freezer. So you can get all of the benefits from utilizing those different freezing processes and not have to change anything about what you guys do on site currently. With a 3D bag, you're going to experience a lot of ergonomic issues as well as shipping constraints, but additionally, you're going to see an issue with cryo concentration. So with cryo concentration, it's going to be difficult to get the center of that 3D bag completely frozen. And because of that, you're going to see different levels of concentration of your product across that bag. So that's why you see a lot of end users utilizing 2D bags to ship their drug product across the world. When focusing on protecting your bulk drug substance or bulk drug product, when you're shipping them from multiple locations or different sites across the country or the world, you really need to take into consideration the ratings of those materials that you're putting and trusting your product in. So for example, the tubing, the bag, the connectors, and then additionally considering the shell or the container that you're going to be shipping this product in. So it all comes down to making sure that the products that you're using are rated down to those temperatures. Product loss not only means a monetary loss for your organization, but ultimately it means that the patient isn't getting the drug that they need. That's why we find it of the utmost importance to make sure that you have a complete solution for your shipping and your storage needs.